Morning troops, Jeff Williams at Veterans United Against Suicide. Brief update to what's going on. It's been very quiet of late. The government, as everybody is aware, is totally distracted with the election. And there doesn't appear to be anything going on. We are still pushing, but we can't rest. We are still losing people. We believe the numbers currently are 64. I was having a conversation the other day with a journalist who seems to feel that we could be missing numbers, and I informed him we definitely are missing numbers. And the reason we're missing numbers is because people just do not like to pass the information on. And again, I completely understand that, but it's given a false set of figures and it's given a wall for the government to hide behind. However, we need to carry on. We have approached several celebrities, see whether they are in a position to highlight the travesty and the sad loss of death. We've had no reply at this moment in time. A couple of people have made promises and then not fulfilled them. And again, that's always disappointing. I don't know what it is. I know it's a negative subject, but it is a subject that needs awareness. I don't know how you raise awareness without talking about it. That is the problem. That's been the problem for the last 2 years. But when you've got over 150 people dead, gone, never to return, something needs to be said. I was asked about my particular driving force. I said, look, it's as simple as this. If we don't do it, what we have to do is we have to acknowledge that we are happy for 75 plus, and it'll be more like 80 come the end of the year, that we're happy to lose that number of people. Are you happy to lose 80 people a year? Because if that's the case, then you need to just turn a blind eye. That has happened for such a long period of time. But I'm not willing to do that, and my team are certainly not willing to do that. So we will continue doing what we're doing. If it embarrasses people, then that's just tough. Because I look at the families and the people that are left behind, and it's just one sad story after another. You know, you mustn't forget the links. There's links into homelessness. I only put a post out this morning. How many people just walk past people stood or sat by the side of the streets? It's commonplace now. People won't make eye contact. And as I've said, I spoke to a lady last year when I did one of the homeless sessions with Davey Rob, and she had a little poster that she'd knocked up, and it said, "I am not invisible." And that really struck home to me, and I thought, do you know what? You're not invisible, love. But to some of these people, they're so stuck up their own arse, they won't even look at you. They just lift their head up and just carry on. And again, the couple of people, more than a couple, God, the amount of people I've spoken to about homelessness, and their feeling on it is, if somebody actually acknowledges them, they feel like they're alive. They understand it's not going to make that much difference, because again, I spoke to an ex-sapper last year who was on the streets. You might remember the guy that did the chalk drawings of Father Christmas on the floor. And he said, Jeff, you couldn't give me enough money to get me out of this mess. Accommodation, a job, food, all the normal bills that we all have to pay. He said, and I haven't got the will to do it anymore. It's just awful. It's just spiraled out of control. So all I'm saying is, if you see a veteran on the floor, acknowledge him, point him in the right direction, give him our number, give him a number of one of the many organisations that are geared up to help him and point him in the right direction. It's the best we can do at this moment in time. I want to thank a few people as well. I want to thank Natalie, the landlady at the Talbot, for the fundraising event they did on Saturday. It was absolutely fantastic. Me and Jen had a wonderful time. They really treated us well. Thanks to Woody for organising it. Thanks for Taffy for bidding massive amounts of money for some of the memorabilia that was on display. He's a great bloke. There were just so many nice people there, and there were normal people, and not one of them there had an issue. They all agreed in harmony that this government needs to wake up to veterans. Military suicide. The average person just can't get their head round 64 dead, 88 last year, I believe. It's just madness. And I would say, having spoke to quite a few of the relatives and that, they're really good people. They've just been forgotten. Now, one of the things I am doing with Kane is we're going to put a video together for Christmas about PTSD. And when it does come out, we'd really like you to share it to get some more exposure. It's going to highlight what these guys are going through. And it's going to be hard hitting because that's what needs to happen. Now, people are asking me what you can do. All I'd ask you to do is look into your heart, not looking for money. We do it for nothing. If you want to say that, if you know, that's not strictly true either. I mean, we don't take any money out of it, but you know, the money does help us with the campaigning. Certainly not like the larger charities that spend the whole existence pleading for money and poverty. But what you can do is you can spread the word. You can get people to talk about the subject as if it's not taboo. Make people aware. Get people to join the page. Get people to join the webpage, www.veteransunitedagainstsuicide.com, and visit that. We want to turn that into a community of like-minded people that can help each other. But the situation is grim. This time of the year, it is extremely grim. And we've got to look after each other because no one's looking after us. I've got a bit more time on my hands now. I don't want to go into that at the moment, but keep battling. That's all I can ask you. Keep us to support. Keep looking after each other. If there's somebody that's struggling, reach out. Veterans United can't administer any treatment as such, but we can point you in the right direction of fantastic organisations like Help Squaddy. You know, they're straight on it, no messing. They're fantastic. So that's where we are, troops. Look after yourself. This is Jeff Williams at Veterans United Against Suicide. I hope you're enjoying the festivities and the build up to Christmas, which is always very exciting. Gotta say, I'm sick to death of elves. Everywhere I look, there's an elf, a mischievous elf. But there we go. All right. So look after yourself. All the best. Respect to you all, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Come on. Let's get into it. Thank you.